The 10RD provides great value for money, this much we know, and although we need to be setting realistic expectations in terms of camera, it's also necessary to see just how the cameras on the device perform. After all, most of us use our smartphones as our main device to capture memories, and for some, particularly owners of smartphones in this price segment, it becomes the only device to do so. This is Sandeep from Rev Atlas. Let's check out the cameras of the 10RD in detail. The 10RD packs in a 13MP f2 camera with LED flash. There is plenty of detail to work with, however the shutter speed can be a bit slow, so you need to remain pretty still to capture a steady image. You may also notice some artifacts of slightly softer corners as compared to the center of the image. However, what's really good is the HDR mode on the 10RD. I personally prefer HDR mode to be a bit more vivid and provide better contrast, because if it's almost like the regular mode, then why give it at all? Luckily, the 10RD does provide much better dynamic range, punchier colors and improved contrast in the HDR mode. If you remember, that was a strong point in the 10RG and 10RE phones as well, and the 10RD is no different. Low light performance is decent, and while there's some reduction in sharpness, the noise reduction applied does help restrict too much noise from entering the frame. The front-facing 5MP f2.2 camera gets the job done and will look alright for social media purposes, but isn't for pixel peepers, and it does become quite soft when the light fails. It does, however, support Beautify and face detection. The Achilles heel of the 10RD is the video recording. It can record 1080p videos with both the front and rear cameras, which in itself is a great feat because some phones that are multiple times the cost of a 10RD can only do 720p with the front camera. Videos have fair amount of detailing, sharpness and contrast, but the stabilization is quite poor. Even though users can enable stabilization, the implementation needs to be worked upon. Luckily, since this is a software-based algorithm, that is EIS, hopefully future updates can make it much better. It was in fact better on the 10RE and G, so I guess it's only a matter of time before this becomes possible on the D as well. To be honest, cameras aren't really the strong suit of the 10RD, and while you can't expect much more from the cameras at this price point, the deciding factor to get the 10RD should be the performance, display and battery life. You can check out a full-length review to know more about the other aspects of the phone. You can purchase a smartphone from the link in the description below. Thanks for watching this video. See you again in the next one.